जिसने भी बोला है सही बोला है। कोर्ट से दूर ही रहो। ये कोर्ट कचहरी के चक्करों में ज़िंदगी ख़राब हो जाती है। पर इतना ड्रामेटिक भी नहीं है, इट्स नॉट दैट ड्रामेटिक एज वेल। बट फॉर द पास्ट 6 months आई हैव बीन बैटलिंग अ लीगल केस. If you have watched my previous video, I went over about my business in Germany, which I had to unfortunately stop and dissolve. And I mentioned कि I had to do a court case on one of my partners. So this video में I will cover exactly what happened in the court case, how is it to be in a German court, and how is it to speak with a German judge, a German lawyer. So if you are curious about what happened, watch this video. And yeah, follow the content over here, because here I try to share tips about life in Europe so you can not only survive in Europe but also thrive in Europe. Hello and welcome back to this channel. आज की वीडियो में I will cover my court case जो पिछले हफ्ते हुआ था. To give you a bit of a pretext, I had a business in Germany. उसकी मैंने एक पूरी वीडियो में बनाई है कि बिजनेस क्या था, क्यों फेल हुआ, why and what happened with the business. And during the dissolution or during the dismantling of the business, I had signed some contracts with my business partner, and they, did not fulfill what they said they would. They broke their promises, और उसके लिए मुझे उन पे केस करना पड़ा. I had to go to court so that I can get what's my right. That's a very quick pretext of what happened. And a quick fun fact is कि Germany में there are 4 levels of court. There is the Amtsgericht, there is the Landesgericht, there is the Oberlandesgericht, and there is the Bundeslandesgericht. If you know कि India में कितने level of courts हैं, तो put it on the comments, and yeah, I will be curious to see if you know the court system in India, which I know you do, because we have seen so many dramatic movies कि कैसे लोग कोर्ट में जाते हैं, अपना केस फाइट करते हैं, फिर कुछ ड्रामा होता है, एकदम से विटनेस आता है एंड में, एंड इन द एंड द राइट पर्सन ऑलवेज विंस. But unfortunately, real life is not a movie. I wish it was, but it wasn't. The court case actually happened because during the whole setup of the business, I had given a lot of money to my business partner as a loan, so that हम लोग पूरा किचन का रिकन्स्ट्रक्शन कर पाते, एंड पे सैलरीज ऑफ आवर एम्प्लॉयज़ एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. तो कुछ पैसे मैंने इन्वेस्ट करे थे, कुछ पैसे मैंने एज ए लोन दिए थे अपने बिजनेस पार्टनर को. और जब बिजनेस बंद हुआ, सो आई मेड श्योर कि ऐसा ना कॉन्टैक्ट विद माई बिजनेस पार्टनर कि हे, बिजनेस तो बंद हो रहा है, और जो पैसे मैंने तुमको ऐसे लोन दिए हैं वो मेरे को वापस चाहिए. एंड थैंक गॉड फॉर दैट, बिकॉज उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बेसिस पे मैंने अपना केस लड़ा. And I was supposed to get around 11,000 euros from my business partner जो मैंने as loan उसको दिए थे. उसने आधी पेमेंट करी. He paid half of that money, actually 1/3 of that money, and then he defaulted, and then he went MIA, missing in action. उसने मेरे emails, text वगैरह को सब रिप्लाई करना बंद कर दिया, although I gave him multiple reminders. And इसके लिए to counter this in a legal way, the first step that happens in a German court system is you have to do a Mahnbescheid. A Mahnbescheid, आसान भाषा में, it's like a reminder, a legal reminder, जहाँ पे you go with a legal firm, if you can, and you send them an official letter saying कि hey, you actually owe me money, please give me the money back. तो ऐसे करके पहला एक नोटिस जाता है आपके बोरोर के पास. अगर वो नोटिस मिस करता है, then there is another notice which goes, the second reminder. And if they also miss that, then you have the option to get a court order released in their name and say कि अभी कोर्ट बोल रहा है आपको कि आपको इतने पैसे इनको देने हैं. Of course, the other person can object. The other person can object throughout the process. They can, object after the first notice or the second notice, or after the actual court order. They have the right to object. But इसमें difference है कि अगर वो first notice के बाद object करते हैं, then you have to go to the court and plead your case, and then a case gets filed in the court. पर अगर वो court order के बाद, वो third step के बाद object करते हैं, then automatically the case goes into a legal battle, and the case gets registered in a court. तो मेरे केस में थर्ड स्टेप के बाद जब एक कोर्ट ने ऑफिशियली उनको ऑर्डर दिया था मेरे पैसे वापस करने के लिए, द अदर पार्टी ऑब्जेक्टेड. इसको जर्मन में आइंस्प्रूफ बोलते हैं, लर्न सम जर्मन वर्ड्स एज वेल. एंड दे ऑब्जेक्टेड टू दिस लीगल ऑर्डर. एंड उसकी वजह से वी हैड अ फुल ऑन कोर्ट केस जहाँ पे मेरे लॉयर ने मेरा स्टेटमेंट रखा आगे कि एज टू वाई दिस मनी शुड बी गिवन टू मी, और उनके डिफेंस ने आई वॉज द प्लेंटिफ हियर एंड देन द person who needs to give me my money back, he was the defendant. तो डिफेंस के लॉयर ने अपना स्टेटमेंट रखा आगे कि क्यों पैसे वापस नहीं करे. They were trying to like deny it कि नहीं ये लोन नहीं था, it was a business investment, it wasn't a loan, what not. But because I had that rock solid contract which was wet signed, तो wet signed means कि actual पेन से उसने अपने सामने उसको साइन किया था. That's called a wet signature. Because I had that, I was able to put my case forward. फिर काफ़ी मैंने prepare करा कि I thought कि बहुत it will be very dramatic, there will be a judge, I don't know why, with a wig on his head, but it's not an English court, it's a German court. तो कोर्ट केस में जब हम गए फाइनली तो इतना कुछ ड्रामेटिक नहीं था. We were there on time. Our courtroom changed in the last minute, but they gave a notice over there with us. I had my lawyer with me, I had a witness with me, I had a translator with me because the witness did not speak any German. So I thought if the witness needs to testify, we need a translator to like do it and help him give his testimony in German. हम कोर्ट रूम में गए, which was actually a big room जहाँ पे there was like this U-shaped table. एक तरफ एक पार्टी बैठी थी, दूसरी तरफ दूसरी पार्टी बैठी थी, बीच में था जज. Judge was very friendly, to be honest. Judge was trying to humor the place a bit, crack some jokes ताकि the tension goes down in the room. I was seeing the ex-business partner / defendant after like 6 months. So I did not see him for the past 6 months. So Judge was trying to be friendly and he made a joke कि 22 साल के बाद मेरे को तुमसे नीचे बैठना पड़ रहा है because normally judge sits a bit higher than the two parties, but in this case, in this room, the judge seat was a bit lower than the two parties. And my translator was sitting with me because वो आई हुई थी तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, my German is good but not as good that I can fight a case in German. We haven't reached there yet. So she was like translating everything, which was a bit annoying, to be honest, because जब जज कुछ बोल रहा था मेरे को समझ में आ रहा था like 50-60% की जज क्या बोल रहा है, but साइड में I had a translator who was also like whispering in my ear in English कि जज क्या बोल रहा है. तो my brain was like sort of like a ping pong कि my input was coming in German also and English also. But anyway, फिर केस आगे बढ़ा. जज ने बोला कि the good thing about German courts is कि यहाँ पे the judge tries to resolve the case as soon as possible. तो जज ने स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला कि मैंने ऑलरेडी सब कुछ प्लान करा हुआ है, hopefully if everything goes well हम एक ही हेयरिंग में सब कुछ मैटर को क्लोज कर सकते हैं. But defendant, the defense playing it smart, उन्होंने अपने हाथ खड़े कर दिए. उन्होंने बोला कि मेरे पास पैसे ही नहीं है. तो इससे पहले कि जज अपना प्रस्ताव आगे रख पाते कि maybe the judge would have proposed, and the judge did say that maybe you can pay him in small installments, maybe it can be a 30-year long installment process कि हर महीने you give him some amount of money, and the judge was trying he comes up with a solution जो अच्छे से सब कुछ हो जाए. बट डिफेंस ने अपने हाथ खड़े कर दिए, बोला मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, मैंने पर्सनल इंसॉल्वेंसी के लिए फाइल करने का प्रोसेस स्टार्ट कर दिया है. तो जर्मनी में if somebody goes personally insolvent, they have to under oath declare all their assets, and the moment somebody says that they are bankrupt, then all the other legal cases around the debts that they have, they stop, because अगर किसी के पास पैसे ही नहीं है तो there is no point in going on with the case जहाँ पे प्रूव करना पड़ रहा है कि इस बंदे को मेरे को पैसे देने हैं, राइट? Does it make sense? Anyway, it didn't make sense to me back then, but मैं फिर my lawyer explained me कि we had 3 options कि like option number 1 कि हम एक हम एक नंबर पे पहुंच जाते, we would have had an agreement which was not possible because he said he has no money. Option 2 was कि हम लोग थोड़े कम पैसे में बोलें कि अच्छा instead of 11,000 give him 3,000, but उसमें क्या होता है कि it would have happened कि because मेरा claimable amount कम हो गया है तो I would have had to pay for his legal cost, क्योंकि instead of getting 11,000 euros back अभी मैं उसे सिर्फ 3,000 यूरो वापस लेने की ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. तो उसको जो खर्चा हुआ है to hire a lawyer, I might have had to pay that up till 70%, क्योंकि मैंने अपना amount 70% तक कम कर दिया है. इसका प्लस पॉइंट ये है कि अगर मैं केस जीत जाता है, अगर वो इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं होता तो he would have covered all of my legal fees. तो जर्मनी में they make sure कि they make it easier for people to get their money back, कि वो अपने खर्चे से घबराए ना. बट दे ऑल्सो मेक इट अ बिट टफ कि अगर कोई फालतू में केस कर रहा है तो दे वुड हैव टू पे फॉर द लीगल फीस ऑफ द अदर पर्सन ऑल्सो। तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कैश था। और थर्ड ऑप्शन था कि हम लोग उसकी पर्सनल इंसॉल्वेंसी का वेट करें कि वो सब कुछ डिक्लेयर करे, and then I would have access to all of his assets, all the money that he has, and then I can take a decision कि मैं केस को आगे पुश करूँ या नहीं करूँ। बिकॉज केस को आगे पुश करने का मतलब है कि फिर से एक डेट निकलेगी, फिर से आई नीड टू गेट अ विटनेस, फिर से आई नीड टू गेट अ ट्रांसलेटर, एंड आई वुड हैव टू स्पेंड सम मोर मनी। तो मेरे लीगल खर्चे कम हो जाएं, क्योंकि अगर मेरे खर्चे even if I win the case and I spend like 3,000 euros more on lawyers, on transport, on translator, and I win the case, but the other person is insolvent, कोई फायदा नहीं है उसका, because even if I win the case, I cannot get the money back from him, तो इसलिए the lawyer recommended कि अभी केस को pause करते हैं, let us put this case to sleep and let him file for personal insolvency, and अभी उसने जज को बोल दिया कि वो personally insolvent है, तो the judge will now expect him to give a proper statement of his assets. Actually सारा process जो insolvency का होता है, it's a different code, but the judge can still demand the defendant कि तुमने केस फाइल करा है इंसॉल्वेंसी का, उसका नंबर दो, उसका सारा रिपोर्ट मेरे को दो। सो आफ्टर ऑल दैट प्रोसेस आई वुड हैव द ऑप्शन टू इवेल्युएट कि मेरे को केस और करना है परस्यू या फिर नहीं करना है परस्यू। इसका मोटा माटी मतलब ये है कि वंस द मनी इज आउट ऑफ योर हैंड, even if you are right, even if you have all the laws with you, it's very difficult to get the money back. I think that's a life lesson for me and for you कि एक बार मेरे दोस्त ने कहा था काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग लाइन कि चिड़िया चुग गई खेत, तो अब तो कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं है, तुम कुछ भी कर लो, तुम हाथ पैर मान लो, even if you are right with your rights and all those things, if the other person does not want to give you the money back, they have all the tools to not give the money back. I know it's a bit unfortunate, it's a bit demoralizing and discouraging, I would say. It just goes to show that if the other party does not have the integrity and dignity to do the right thing, they wouldn't do the right thing. और भी काफ़ी लेसन सीखे मैंने इससे। It was a good experience to go to the German court, write my own testimony, understand all those different German laws. अगर आपके पैसे भी किसी ने ले रखे हैं, I would recommend कि if the amount is not that high, if it's like 1,000 euros, it's not worth the hassle to go to a court. I know 1,000 euros is a lot of money as well, but the stress and the lawyer fees is not worth it. अच्छा, एक important बात और है कि lawyer की fee is capped at the amount you're trying to recover. तो यहाँ पे एक law है जर्मनी में कि if you gave somebody 1,000 euros, lawyer cannot say okay मेरी फीस 5,000 euros है, because then it makes no sense. So the court decides how much the lawyer can charge based on the amount that the person is trying to claim. Nevertheless, if somebody is taking money from you and it's not a high amount, I would say if the person is a good person, they will give you the money back. One, it's not worth to fight a case. If you want to give money to somebody and it's a high amount, make sure you have a signed contract with them. Make sure that it's a wet signature जहाँ पे सारे डेट्स मेंशन है कि कब पैसे वापस करोगे, उसकी पेनल्टीज क्या होंगी अगर आप पैसे वापस नहीं करें, एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स। एंड इफ़ यू हैव द साइन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, जर्मनी में साइन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की काफ़ी वैल्यू होती है, सो यू कैन फाइट अ केस इफ़ यू वांट टू। एंड इफ़ यू आर इन दैट सिचुएशन, आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। जैसे जैसे केस बढ़ेगा आगे, आई विल थिंक अबाउट व्हाट टू डू नेक्स्ट, आई विल शेयर माई टिप्स विद यू, एंड या आई होप यू नेवर फाइंड योरसेल्फ in this situation. But if you are, then good luck with that. And if you like this content, do follow, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then.